For more on our tough stories and others, please visit our websites channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. Log on to m.channelstv.com to watch us on your mobile device, or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. A reminder here that having the Channels TV and Channels 24 app will give you access to news and updates. You'll also have access to the Eyewitness feature, with which you can share those pictures, videos, or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu and follow the instructions. And here's some of the pictures that you sent into our portal. Let's begin with this one. It's from the Enugu area of Lagos State, showing a busted water pipe on the road. Our Eyewitness reporter says it's been like this for more than 2 weeks. He wants it fixed to prevent wastage. Our next image is from Ugwoye in Nsukka, Enugu State, showing a flooded street. Our Eyewitness reporter says this is due to poor drainage. He wants the government to do something urgently to prevent a recurrence. We're in Benin Ore Expressway, where we see a picture of people whom our Eyewitness reporter says are drivers of luxury buses protesting a robbery incident where a crew member was shot dead. He calls for improved security on the road. Our final photo is from Magboro in Ogun State, showing heaps of sand and equipment, which our Eyewitness reporter says are used for the construction of the road there. He thanks the government for resuming work on the road and wants them to hasten the work. Peeing back on one of our stories on the Eyewitness reports, a protest of commercial bus drivers on the Okada town axis of the Benin Ore Expressway today left motorists stranded for hours. The drivers were protesting the incessant armed robbery attacks on the road, with the recent incident being the killing of a bus conductor by armed robbers who attacked the bus.
Early on Thursday morning, on the Okada axis of the ever-busy Benin Ore Lagos Road, motorists and commuters have an experience akin to a nightmare. It's a heavy traffic snarl that puts to test the driving skills of motorists and the endurance of passengers. The whole issue was said to have started when luxury bus drivers blocked a section of the road to protest over the killing of the conductor of this commercial luxury bus by armed robbers near Okada town in Edo State.
Every day then they kill us. We are not happy at all. We are not happy.
The driver of the attacked bus narrates how it happened.
About 6 men jump up from the main road, start firing my vehicle, and from there the conductor had a shock of bullet. You see? So it's on it. We are working on it now to go and carry the corpse back to Onitsha.
The secretary to the Edo State government, Mr. Osaudion Ogi, is accompanied by the State Commissioner of Police and the Director, Department of State Services, to the scene of the incident.
Down the hill there, hoodlums jumped on the road and started shooting at random. Unfortunately, the conductor could not survive it, he died. We have a responsibility to make sure that our state is safe, and everybody that passes through here does that in safety. So we are going to take steps to increase police security presence in all the major roads.
The Edo State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Haliru Gwandu, on his part, says that everything possible is being done to guarantee safety of lives and property of the public.
The incident happened within the bushy area, and the hoodlums came within the bushy area and sporadically shot. The command is battle ready to ensure that such hoodlums are brought to justice. We will apprehend them.
As of the time of filing this report, the gridlock was gradually easing up. However, motorists and commuters believe that increased security patrol on this route will help to forestall a recurrence of incidents like this.
Meanwhile, the Edo State Governor, Godwin Obaseki, says the state government is currently working on modalities that will permanently lay to rest the issue of herdsmen attacks in the state. The governor said this while visiting families of the women who were raped and killed by the alleged herdsmen in Ozogolo community in Ewu Central Local Government area. He described the attack as the activities of terrorists masquerading as herdsmen, as normal herdsmen, in his opinion, do not move about with sophisticated weapons.
The environment, we saw a lot of legs of cows all around the bush, and we discovered that she was dragged to the place where we saw her naked, stark naked, and the handkerchief which the hatter, we saw it around her neck there, which means something has happened.
We're taking this very, very serious, and we're going to make sure that we put an end to this very terrible and atrocious security situation which we have in our state. I want to assure you that the state government will not abandon you. I know we cannot replace life, but whatever we need to do as a government, we will do to support you, and we will send assistance to help you resettle some of the children and the people Mama was supporting.
We're coming into Lagos now. The manager of a popular petrol station and one of its female attendants have been kidnapped in Agbowa area of Ikorodu, Lagos. The gunmen allegedly arrived in a Toyota Camry car to the petrol station early in the morning and took away the victims. On receiving information about the abduction, a police patrol team moved to the scene but was attacked by the gunmen, who exchanged fire with them. The inspector who led the team was seriously injured and is being treated at the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital. Meanwhile, we have this just in. The managing director of HIT FM Calabar and former CRS Commissioner for Information, Cross River State Commissioner for Information, I beg your pardon, Pt.2 has just been kidnapped by unknown gunmen. The police PRO has confirmed the incident. Once again, the managing director of HIT FM Calabar, former Cross River State Commissioner for Information, Pt.2 has just been kidnapped by unknown gunmen. A police PRO has confirmed the incident, and we're waiting for details on this story. It's time to switch gears now to Abuja, where Linda Akigwe is standing by with more. Hi, Linda.
Hello, Amarachi. A special meeting of the Nigerian Governors Forum, presided over by the chairman and governor of Zamfara State, Abdulaziz Yari, is underway in Abuja. The meeting, holding behind closed doors, commenced at about an hour ago and has 21 governors in attendance. Among the governors in attendance are those of Kwara, Imo, Rivers, Bauchi, Ekiti, Abia, Bayelsa, Niger, as well as Borno, Kano, Benue, Sokoto, Nasarawa, Ondo, Jigawa, Gombe and Plateau. Others are Adamawa, Kogi, Yobe and Ogun. The chairman, who described the meeting as special, did not disclose the agenda of the meeting. Nigeria is planning to establish a specialized university that would address the existing knowledge gap in its fast-growing information and communication technology sector. At a news conference in Abuja, the Minister of Science and Technology, Mr. Adebayo Shitu, says the institution will reduce the numbers of foreigners who currently manage critical sectors of a nation's ICT sector.
The unbundling of the telecommunications sector in Nigeria about a decade ago gave a boost to the nation's information communication and technology sector. While the sector has continued to grow since the privatization exercise, the Ministry of Communications decries the knowledge gap that continues to widen in the sector. At this conference in Abuja, the Ministry of Communications announces plans to establish an ICT University to bridge the gap.
The Ministry of Communications has identified the establishment of an ICT University as one of the ways to move to the next phase of the nation's ICT growth.
The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Communications says the specialized institution will enable Nigerians to take full charge of the ICT sector.
Recognizing that the ICT sector is one of the fastest growing across the world, and noting the need for acquiring skills in specialized areas, including cybercrime, including innovation, and addressing what has been observed as the skills gap existing in the country today.
There is currently no university in Africa that is fully dedicated to ICT, but similar institutions in other parts of the world, like the University of Information Technology in India, IT University of Gothenburg in Sweden, and the Chongqing University of Post and Telecommunications in China, have helped to develop their ICT sector. The immediate past executive secretary of the National University Commission says the existing universities in Nigeria have failed in research and development.
We have lost out on the university level with respect to research and development. If Nigeria must drive its economic development, ICT is a major factor that must drive that.
Although there are several other specialized universities in Nigeria, if established, the ICT University will be first of its kind in Nigeria and Africa.
The Senate has confirmed the appointment of 15 resident electoral commissioners for an independent National Electoral Commission. This followed the presentation of the report by the Senate Committee on INEC by Senator Suleiman Nassif. According to Senator Nassif, the recs whose appointments were approved and had been screened by the police, the Code of Conduct Bureau and Department of State Services. 12 of the rec nominees are still being screened. President Buhari had forwarded the names of 27 rep nominees to the Senate on March 23rd.
27 nominees referred to the committee for screening were cleared by the relevant security agencies, the police, the Department of Security Service and Code of Conduct Bureau. Recommendation: after a thorough scrutiny of all the relevant documents of the nominees, members of the committee were satisfied with the qualification, experience and suitability of 15 nominees in the first batch, while the remaining 12 nominees are still undergoing screening by the committee. Therefore, the committee recommends that the Senate do confirm the appointment of 1. Professor Godwill Obioma, 2. James Lalom Apam, 3. Dr. Nwachukwu Oji, 4. Dr. Ilo Joseph Valentine Chooks, 5. Dr. Lentawe Goshwe Yelwatda, 6. Umar Ibrahim, 7. Mr. Emeka Ononomadu Joseph, 8. Obo M. Efanga, 9. Professor Francis Chukwuemeka Ezenu, 10. Dr. Beria O. Frankland, 11. Ibrahim Abdullahi MNI, 12. Agboke Matthew Oladeke, 13. Usaini Halilupai, 14. Alhaji Ahmed Makama, and 15. Sadiq Abubakar Musa.
When the news at 10 returns, Seplat Petroleum Development Company PLC's gas exploration revenue exceeds $100 million. That's some business news. Do stay with us.